don't keep going, don't keep going. Well, welcome to the Leather Archives and Museum, and I have to say, I'm actually a little nervous. I've never in my wildest dreams thought I'd be up here at the archives. Shush. Anyways, everybody ready for IML? Okay, quick survey. How many of you have been late already? What is wrong with you people? It is already Thursday. I've already gotten late 3 times. Jerking off in the car counts, right? Alright, well, tonight we're here to roast Woody Woodruff and Nick Elliot, our current International Mr. Leather and International Mr. Bootlack. But before we get to that, because, you know, a roast is an opportunity to have fun, celebrate, laugh at someone else's expense, as long as they can take a good joke. But before we do that, let me bring up from the Leather Archives and Museum to say a few words, Mr. Rick Storer.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Leather Archives and Museum. I would like to extend a special welcome if this is your first time here at the Leather Archives. I use the word your Leather Archives very much on purposely. This building is quite unique. This building is not owned by a landlord. We don't rent it. We aren't at the whims of someone to kick us out at any point in time. This building belongs to not the Leather Archives, but to the leather community. And it is filled with our treasures, our history, our archives, and our legacies. I hope you had a chance to stop in downstairs and see some of our exhibits. If you didn't, I would invite you to come back. We'll be open all weekend long. And even if you did get a chance to see downstairs, there's a whole nother back half of the building that we weren't able to have open tonight. So I would invite you to come back, take a part of your history, and enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rick. Now, give us a round of applause. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out our roasters so they can take their seats. I'll be reading their brief bios. So please welcome Mr. Jason Hendricks. He is International Mr. Leather 2004. He's an actor in the Washington, D.C. for Lauderdale and Chicago communities. Whore. Mr. F. Dilf. Stud and Otter at Soho Tap. He's going to, you guys are going to take his good seat. In September, he's going to be making a trip to Barcelona to see Michael Eggers from 2004. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jason Hendricks. Our next roaster is going to be Tom Butts. He is Mr. Oregon State Leather 1997, Northwest Leather Surf 2009. He is on the board of directors of the Black House Leather Productions. He lives in Portland, Oregon with his husband Dominic. That is Tom Butts. Next up we're going to have Dave Watt. He is the creator of the Mr. Friendly campaign, reducing the stigma of HIV one conversation at a time. He is Mr. Leather 2009 and on the board of directors of Law. Next up, we're going to have Sandra Elliott, who's going to roast her husband, Nick. 15 years. They're both bi, Polly and Katie, although she didn't know that at the time, really. She's been teaching for over 20 years, teaching writing in community college, communications in an MBA program, and now analytics for a web technology company. Next up, we're going to have Bryson Hansen, otherwise known as Nitro. International Leather Boy 2011, served as officer of Atlanta SM, Solidarity, and Panther Leather Levi Club. He's co-founder of Hotlanta Rubber and Gear Club, and he's e-board of Team Friendly Atlanta and one of our judges this year for IML 2013. And last, but certainly not least, we're going to bring up our guests of honor, Woody Woodruff and Nick Elliot. First up is going to be, I'm hoping they're in order, Woody Woodruff, who is current International Mr. Leather 2012, which is in a couple days. He's Mr. Michigan Leather 2011, Mr. Liberty Leather 2011, and co-founder of the Michigan Band of Brothers, activist in the Mr. Friendly campaign, and he has traveled thousands of miles, another 4, during his title run. kid because I love. We have a saying in Michigan, IML did not turn Woody into a diva. He was a diva before this began. It's a roast, come on. And last but not least, International Mr. Bootleg 2012, Nick Elliot. I'm the board of directors of the Laboratory Society and Future Justice, and also a member of the NLA Features, and one of the first ever judges of the International Blue Black Competition this year. All right. So is everyone ready for a roast?
Oh yeah!
Roasties, are you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, well the roasters... Oh, my phone's in the audience, crap. Darling, I have my phone back because I have to time these roasters. I totally forgot about that. So sorry, it's live theater. Sometimes things happen. All the contestants, take note. The roasters will have approximately 4 minutes. I am going to be diligently timing you. And when the time is done, I think I'll do barks for them. How's that? Or do we do claps?
Barks.
Claps? All right. Let's see. Barks? Alright, for all the puppies in the audience. Okay. Is everybody ready for this? I like that. Alright. First up for our roasting is Mr. Jason Hendricks. Like I said, he is Mr. International Leather 2004. He's the only one to make look butch, and I say look butch, not sound butch, because if you watch the video, and I know you're all going to do this when you get home, watch the video and make sure you do it in the company of a dog or a pup. And we go, they're going to go, ooh. Come on up, Jason.
As I was told while I was being coached of my year, you have to remember that the hand never goes above the tiara or below the pearls. And what do you go for a moment, please?
Props.
Yeah. Usually when I roast a pig, it has an apple in its mouth. You can keep it. I paid a whole 25 cents for it.
They don't feed you much here.
That's the very tonight, Bob Johnson.
Because they beat me.
I love Bob. I'll never forget the first time I ate him. I am hoping that therapy will eventually work. And I knew this was going to be a good audience when I could see that all attacking people were sitting in the back. What can you say about a man who's admired, revered, and loved by everyone? Unfortunately, Jeffrey Payne couldn't be here tonight. You know, Woody and I met, actually, Woody and I, we met on a bus. Yeah, we went on a bus. And it was Claw, a couple of years ago. And I think the first words out of my mouth to him were, "You want to see my balls?" And I showed them to you, right?
Nice pictures.
Really? Okay. I had decided to participate in having saline injected into my balls. Not to talk ill about myself, or no, not ill, but you know, let's just say they're tight. And so the guy said he would just use like half a bag of saline, but of course he used the whole bag. They got rather large, like a globe, obviously, and when he took the needle out, they were going to use some like liquid bandage stuff, but that really didn't work. It was like a bad I Love Lucy moment. He took his finger away, and there was just this saline coming out of my balls. So we got the super glue. We super glued it. When we went to pull my scrotum away, it it was stuck to the left side of my leg. So we pulled all the hair out. And it worked. But then later on, at some point, I had there's something about Mary moment with our good friend Woody, and let's just say there was pieces involved in a zipper. Oh. Not me, on Woody.
Scars.
Yeah. And I don't think he's ever forgotten me since then.
No.
Yeah. And he's a great guy. He's a really great guy. He's one of these like clean living guys. I mean, he did try sipping Coke once, but the ice cubes got stuck in his nose. And he's a real animal lover. He loves animals, right? That's until the court order came and they had to take them away.
It's not his turn yet.
I remember when he told me I was the first IML he ever met, and I was like, oh, that's great. But I said, we met before the balls incident, right? And he was like, no. The first time I ever met you, the first thing out of your mouth was, you want to see my balls? So, hey, that's what we do at IML. Woody, we love to hear Woody sing, right? The year he was competing, he was like, do you have any advice for me going out there? And I said, just go out there, have a great time, be yourself, just be who you are. And then I thought of things and said, on the other hand, maybe you should sing. Well, we've had a singing IMO before. Yes, we have. Those of you that have been around for a while, remember our good friend of mine, actually, from 2001, Mr. Stefan Mueller. Oh, is my time up? Oh, okay, I'll finish. Because I have to say something nice here at the bottom.
You do?
I do. It's just something nice. All I ask is that you don't do like Stefan did on Sunday night and wrestle a microphone away from the talent as they're singing. There's video. There is video of him taking the microphone away from the talent and singing. So anyway, it's been a pleasure to know you for the last few years. It was an honor to judge you at Mr. Michigan Leather. I refer to you as my little bro, my 34. Those of us who have been lucky enough to get the guilt. Yeah. We use numbers, and so I'm 26, he's 34. When I talk to him, I always say, "Hey, 34." And it's been indeed an honor and a pleasure to know you from before and now. And you'll always be my little bro. And you'll always be in my heart. And you always have me. You can always call me if you need anything.
What's your answer?
That's what voicemail's for. Like I always say, the phone's there for my convenience, not yours. So, I do have a real gift. Real something for you. I understand you're alone tonight, so maybe you can just use a straw with this. Because I know how you like to slip it down fast. I meant alcohol, not anything else. Can you see your balls? And of course you can see my balls anytime you want, but after you've seen them, as like this, who wants to see them after that? Anyway, thank you. How can we follow something like that except by bringing up someone with the last name of Butts?
Now, actually, I tried to do some research because I did want to give a little jab here and there to the people coming up, and I was just so distracted by butts, I couldn't go beyond that. So, since IML is all about helping the community and doing brotherly bonding and all that stuff, Dave Watt, can you come up here for a second, please? I need your assistance.
Oh no.
Please do the introduction for Tom.
I'd be more than happy to. I met Tom at Northwest Sash Bash in Portland. I was so excited. Here I am going to where he was living, the former mansion of Tony DeBlas, under the leather pride flag. We hooked up for a hot scene. I have his permission to tell the story. He locks me in chastity, puts in a video, Julia Child. So, yes, that was a very unique finish moment. But we proceeded to have a wonderful time. Dominic came home from work. I had a wonderful, a personal inaugural fisting scene, and with which I ended up with a whole bunch of scratches on my back. Thank you very much, Tom. I don't know how that happened, but you made it happen. So I give you a very interesting kinky man, Tom Butts.
Thank you, Dave. It was a very interesting scene. It was a lot of fun, and yes, there was Julia Child involved. But then we got cookie. As earlier introduced, I am part of Blackout Leather Productions, which owns and organizes and sponsors the Oregon State Leather and Oregon State Blue Black titles. Until recently, I was president of the organization. A few years ago, I saw a need in our community that we needed. I'm sorry, I'm not nearly as entertaining as previous posters, but I saw a need for a blue black title in Oregon. So talk to our board, start an Oregon State Blue Black. The Northwest and Portland in particular has a tremendous number of blue blacks. BDS blue blacks, they're everywhere. Saw them out, thought we'd get a lot of response. Not so much. All the blue blacks around there, they're all waiting for someone else to run or something. And I think like the day after the deadline, I get a call from Nick saying, "So I'm thinking about running. Is it too late?" Yeah, is it too late? It is a cheeky little voice. And if you haven't met him yet, Nick is a charming man. The first time we'll meet you, you say, "Oh, interesting accent. Where are you from?" He'll say Texas.
It's true.
Yeah, and well, it's sort of true. You don't pick up an accent like that in Texas, even West Texas.
Really West Texas.
Really West Texas. Anyway, so we graciously extended the deadline for him to run for Oregon State Blue Black. Obviously, I think he did pretty well.
There's still Galactic Blue Black to go.
There's another level. We had our contest, obviously sashed him as Oregon State Blue Black, and then pretty much never saw him for the next year. We say, great, we have a Blue Black title, now we have an Oregon State Blue Black, and where is he? He would show up every now and then, occasionally to some of the events in the area. I think he did a couple booths for us.
At least two.
A couple, yeah. But in actuality, he was gallivanting all across the countryside doing booths for everyone else except for his own community.
That was a good one.
Yeah. But we are very happy to have him as they've created some kind of big booths for our subsequent blue blacks to fill. Sammy? No pressure though.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. What else
What else can I say about Nick?
Yeah, all sorts of things. I hear, again, no direct experience, I hear he's a right and proper kilt checker. Check your kilt for you, make sure you have whatever's proper on underneath or nothing.
I can't reveal anything.
Yeah, you don't need to reveal, that's the kilt checking part. And otherwise, I do have a little lovely parting gift for you. No direct experience myself, but my husband says this is a good teacher for him. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, thank you, man. You know, when you first said he was a kilt checker, I thought you said a kilt chucker. I'm like, what's a kilt chucker? Wait, don't wear that! Oh, all right. For this next segment, we're going to bring up the one, the only Dave Watts. Now, he's creator of Mr. Friendly. I don't know about all of you, but having lived in Southern California for as long as I did, every time I see Mr. Friendly, I really want to order a sourdough jack and fries. And I'm almost afraid to, because like someone up Jack with it and punched him in the nose. But I kind of think maybe he got his food fetish thing a little too far. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up Mr. Dave Watts. So I'm putting the timer right here.
Thank you, Bob, for leading us on a Star Trek into darkness.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
He hasn't started the timer yet either.
There you go. I would just like to say thank you to both Nick and Woody for being very helpful in forwarding the Friendly campaign. It's helping it make truly an international campaign. But Nick always seems to run out of buttons, so I've made a little something for him.
Oh my God.
His very own sash. Because Woody said he's the most friendly dude that I've ever met. You're welcome. And just in case that isn't enough. Bam.
Nick, you have to clean those up later.
I'll use all of these.
How many of you were at the Mr. Chicago Leather Contest? Anybody there was? There was a certain person by the name of Lexi that was brought up to the contest. And it was a contest that John Pendle created for him to finish the lyrics. So I would like to try to give you just a little bit of a rebound. Let me finish this lyric. When you know the notes to sing. Everybody else?
I beat you.
So if you would like to see the entire clip of that, DJ Kaiser has it on video. Where are you, DJ? In the house. And he's now going to post it on Facebook on Woody's page. It's 8 minutes long, and it's hysterical. For the three of you that are not friends with Woody on Facebook, post it on IML's page as well, okay? Thank you, DJ Kaiser. It was awful. Like, I got rid of watching it all 3 times. All right, on with my poem. I like to write poems.
Oh, God.
While I'm usually Mr. Friendly with never a harsh word to say, with the help of Jake the Barber and Stephen Parker, I'm launching Mr. Unfriendly today.
I'm ready.
There you go.
Just don't pop me in the face.
Oh my God!
When we spend time with Woody's family, good times are never denied us. But any time I spend with these three busybodies, I call it Bear Woody-itis. Bear Woody-itis is a syndrome where the chit-chat never ends. It's three hot men demanding my attention, and sadly we're just friends. Papa Bear must have the patience of a saint. His leash needs 2 collars, I swear it. I think Papa Bear's full name must be Papa Grin and Bear It. Woody's very approachable, and for that I love him dearly, but he can go on and on and on and talk your face off, clearly. I love to bond with Woody as he leans on the cross defenseless. It's the only time I can get a word in as I paddle and flog you senseless.
You gotta try it.
I do treasure our time together when we can sit and chat. Woody tells a 2-minute story in under 10 minutes flat. Often a deer caught in headlights, or has a without a trace look. Check out his many pictures online, our wide-eyed Mr. International Facebook. Some people thought that Woody has let the title go to his head, but I'm here to tell y'all he was born a diva purebred. My friend, my brother, my family, I'm proud to know this man Woody. So I'd like to offer this gift to you, the first friendly Woody hoodie. That'd be nice.
Be afraid.
Woody hoodie. It's so cold this weekend. I'll give it to you after the weekend.
How can I follow that except with a couple of thank yous? But we do have to do our thank yous. Sponsors for this evening are Touche. They're within walking distance of the LA&M. They're hosting parties all weekend, and drink tickets have been made available and are available up at the front. The Chicago Den, who is our media sponsor. The SSC Fund for providing ASL interpreting services. Thank you. Michael for providing the wonderful snacks for this evening. Michael owns a catering business here in Chicago and welcomes other clients. There is the Inside Leather Bar, a private screening of James Franco's new film, which has as yet to hit the Chicago Film Festivals. Screenings for members of the LA&M are here in the museum on Saturday night. Stop in the lobby after the roast tonight to become a member for your free ticket. The presentation by Richard Sprott of the States of Sex Research in the United States Today. It's Sunday at noon and it is free. And of course, this information is also available